Hello student, in last video we discussed the Raoult's law. Okay, now let us see the in-text question of example 2.5. Okay, what is the question they given? Vapor pressure of chloroform, there is a formula is what? CHCl3 and dichloromethane CH2Cl2 at 298 Kelvin are 200 mm of Hg and 415 mm of Hg respectively. Okay, so they given the chloroform, dichloromethane, what? Pressure given. This is a pure pressure. Okay, only individual are there. First, now what is the question? Calculate the vapor pressure of solution preparing by mixing 25.5 grams of chloroform and 40 grams of dichloromethane. Okay, at 298 Kelvin. Second one is what? Mole fraction of each component in vapor phase. So they are asking about the mole fraction in the what? Vapor phase. Okay. So before going to that, again I want to go for the recap last class what we discussed. Okay. So if you go for the Raoult law, according to what? According to Raoult law, what here we have the partial pressure equal to what? Partial pressure of a pure component into mole fraction of first component. Okay. Again if you go for second components means what? You are going to partial pressure equal to what? Partial pressure equal to pure component pressure into x2. Okay. Now if you want to calculate the mole fraction the vapor phase means what we have to do here? Partial pressure equal to what? Mole fraction the vapor phase into P total. Here we have to multiply with the total pressure. In this case what happened here solution means we have to go for the x1 x2 means we have to multiply with the pure pressure. Okay. If you want in the vapor phase means what? We have to multiply with the P total pressure, not the not the pure pressure. Okay. P2 equal to what? Y2 into P total. Okay. So here you have to remember P1 P2 what? Partial pressure of the component P1 P2. P1 not P2 not means what here? Vapor pressure of the pure component. Okay, this is in the mixture, this is in the what? Pure component. Total pressure as you know very well, sum of the partial pressure P1 plus P2 you have to do. Here x1 x2 means what? Mole fraction of component 192 respectively in the solution. Okay, x1 x2 indicating what? Mole fraction in the solution. Y1 y2 means what? Mole fraction of component 192 respect in the vapor phase. This is in the solution phase, this is in the vapor phase. Okay. Now let us see the solution what they given here. Okay, if you go for the solution here in this case, so let us see the data what's the given here. Okay. Now first given data. Okay. Vapor pressure of pure component. Why? Because means they already given the chloroform. Only chloroform means nothing but that is a pure component. So pure component pressure how much? 200 mm of Hg. So I am assuming as a P1. Why I am assuming as a first P1 as a why? Because means first they initially given the chloroform. They mentioned the textbook one. This is a chloroform given first one. This is second one. So I am assuming as a 1. This is a 2. So from this we are assuming as a pressure as a what? P1 not 200 mm of Hg. For this P2 naught, this is 415 mm of Hg. So P2 naught, how much we are have here? 415 mm of Hg. Okay. The mass of the how much dichloromethane given? 40 grams and chloroform how much given? 25.5 grams. So already here what? Mass of what? They given the chloroform and dichloromethane. Okay. Now let us see here what we have to calculate. Vapor pressure of solution, that is P total we have to calculate. First question. Okay, they are asking about the what? P total first question. Second question is what? Mole fraction in the vapor phase, nothing but Y1 and Y2. Okay, vapor phase means what we are taking? Y1 and Y2, that we have to calculate. Okay, now P total means as you know very well, we will get according to Danton law partial pressure what? P1 plus P2. Okay, according to Danton law partial pressure P total equal to what? P1 plus P2. So here, but what happened if you want P total means we should know the P1 and P2, but P1 not given, P2 not given. Okay, so here P1 P2 what? Partial pressure of the component 192 respectively, but they given here we have the pressure, but this is a pressure of pure component, not the in the mixture. But P total means how you are going to get from the partial pressure in the mixture. This is a partial pressure of P1, partial pressure P2, but in the data they didn't given. Okay, so but from Raoult law we can find out the P1 and P2. Okay, so you can calculate the partial pressure of first and second component by using the what? Raoult's law. Now what is the first component? Partial pressure of P1 equal to P1 naught into mole fraction of chloroform. So now you have to come to know mole fraction of chloroform, mole fraction of dichloromethane. If you come to know both, you can calculate from the P1 and P2. Why? Because means P1 not already given, P2 not already given. Okay. R directly, or you can go we have the direct formula P total equal to what? P1 naught plus P2 naught minus P1 naught into mole fraction of X2, nothing but here is second component what we assume dichloromethane. So you have to calculate the what? Mole fraction of dichloromethane. You can calculate from this equation or you can go for directly this equation. Okay. Now let us go for the solution here. So if you go for the solution, what is the given here? So first to calculate this one means first we have to calculate the mole fraction of chloroformine dichloromethane. Okay, I am going to calculate now. So now let us see here what is the mole fraction of dichloromethane. If I use this equation, I am going to calculate by using the one this equation. Okay, that is what P total equal to P1 naught plus P2 naught minus P1 naught into X2. Already we have the pure pressure. Okay, pure pressure of component 1 is there, nothing but chloroform, and pure pressure of component 2, nothing but dichloromethane already is there. So if I know the X2, directly I can calculate the P total. So I am going to get the first answer, P total. Okay. Now let us see. Now I am going to focus on the what here, mole fraction of dichloromethane. So how you are going to calculate again dichloromethane mole fraction equal to what? Number of moles of dichloromethane divided with the what? Number of moles of dichloromethane plus number of moles of chloroform. Here only we have two components. Okay. So first you have to calculate the number of moles of dichloromethane. They didn't given directly. Okay, they given the mass. So once the mass given means we can calculate the number of moles. So number of moles of dichloromethane, nothing but formula what we have, mass by molar mass of dichloromethane. So here what is the molar mass of dichloromethane means, if you calculate here, we have the 12 into 1. Why? Because means one carbon atom is 12, we have the only 1. 1 plus for 2 hydrogen, we have 1 hydrogen 1, 2 into 1 hydrogen. Okay. For 1 chlorine atom 35.5 into 2. Okay. Why? Because means we have 2 chlorine atoms. So total molar mass how much you are going to get for dichloromethane? 85 grams per mole. So here molar mass already got. Mass already given. So here number of moles how much? Here mass how much we have? 40 grams divided with the one 85.85 grams per mole. So gram going to get cancelled. You are getting the number of moles of dichloromethane how much? 0.47 mole. Okay. Now let us calculate number of moles of chloroform. Mass already given. Okay. Mass by molar mass. Molar mass of chloroform if you calculate here, how much you are going to get? 199.5 grams per mole. Okay. Now mass how much given? 25.5 grams. Here mass given how much? Chloroform 25.5 grams. Divided with the what? Molar mass how much we got now? 199.5 grams per mole. So gram going to get cancelled. Now you are going to get the number of moles of chloroform how much you are going to get? 0.213. Now calculate the mole fraction here. So number of moles of dichloromethane divided with the what? Number of moles of dichloromethane plus number of moles of chloroform. So if you substitute the value, so dichloromethane mole fraction how much you are going to get? 0.688. Okay. Now for chloroform you no need to calculate again by using this formula. Okay. If you want to calculate you can calculate, but as you know very well, some of the components in the mole fraction equal to 1. So already we know the one of the mole fraction of chloroform dichloromethane we know. So here chloroform means what we are going to do? 1 minus dichloromethane mole fraction. So 1 minus how much we got the for dichloromethane? 0.688. So if you go for simplification, how much you are going to get? Chloroform 0.312. Okay. If you add together, it should be equal to 1. Why? Because means some of the components of mole fraction equal to 1. Okay. Next, let us see here. So already we got the what? Mole fraction of dichloromethane. Now substitute the formula. P total equal to what? P1 naught plus into P2 naught minus P1 naught into X2. Nothing but mole fraction of dichloromethane. Now already we have the mole fraction of first component, chloroform 200. Dichloromethane how much we have? 415 minus 200 mm of Hg into 0.688. Okay, if you go for simplification, how much you are getting? P total 347.9 mm of Hg. Okay, first question over. They asked for P total how much, means this much of pressure is there. Now second question is what? We have to calculate the mole fraction in the vapor phase. So as we know relation, mole fraction in the vapor phase nothing but already we discussed. So partial pressure nothing but partial pressure equal to mole fraction in the vapor phase into P total. But they are asking the what? Mole fraction means Y. Nothing but mole fraction in the vapor phase equal to partial pressure divided with the what? Total pressure. So here again what we have here, we don't have the partial pressure of chloroform. Okay. So you have to calculate the partial pressure of chloroform, partial pressure of dichloromethane. Then you have to divide with the what? P total. P total already we got from the first question. Okay. Now first to calculate the partial pressure of dichloromethane equal to what? According to Rao's law we have mole fraction into pure pressure component. Okay. So now mole fraction already we got how much here? 0.688 into, in the data already given the pure component pressure how much? 415. Now if you go for simplification, how much we are getting the partial pressure of dichloromethane? 285.5, okay, mm of Hg. Now first chloroform partial pressure means again mole fraction into pure component vapor pressure. So mole fraction how much we got? 0.312 into, already in the data chloroform how much given, that is 200 mm of Hg pressure. If you go for simplification, we got the how much here partial pressure? 62.4 mm of Hg. Now calculate vapor pressure. Now calculate mole fraction in the vapor phase of dichloromethane equal to what? Partial pressure divided with the what? Total pressure. Partial pressure how much we got? 285.5 mm of Hg. And after that total pressure how much we got? 347. Already we got here 347.9 mm of Hg. Mm of Hg going to get cancelled. So we are going to get the mole fraction how much? 0.82. Okay. Mole fraction does not have units. It's a fraction now. Okay. Next, mole fraction of chloroform in the vapor phase means partial pressure of chloroform divided with the total pressure. How much we got partial pressure here? 62.4 mm of Hg. Okay. Total pressure how much we got? 347.9. Okay. If you go for simplification, 0.18. Okay. So from this data you can tell here. So without data also I can tell one note here. So in the data how much given here we have the chloroform, dichloromethane. If you see the pressure here, for chloroform how much given? 200 mm of Hg, okay, pressure. For the dichloromethane how much we have? 415 mm of Hg. So here this is a more volatile, this is less volatile. Why? Because here we are going to get the more vapor, so more vapor pressure. Here we have the less vapor, so less vapor pressure. So definitely in the vapors composition also, dichloromethane mole fraction should be more than that of the chloroform. So if you see value here, mole fraction of dichloromethane how much? 0.18. Okay, here for chloroform 0.1 only, 0.18 only. Okay, is 182. So definitely, why? Because means it is going to get the more vaporized. So you should get the more mole fraction value this for dichloromethane more than that of the chloroform. Okay.